All right, so here is my 10 roll penny hunt, cent hunt on this. So I generally go to the bank, $5 worth of pennies. My main focus for the pennies right now was, again, I'm just trying to complete a series. My dad actually was collecting wheat cents and Canadian cents as a youth, and I inherited his collection. Made me want to start my own and maybe hand that off to my son down the road. But it's here with our fun penny hunt challenge. It's always a challenge. Sweeties are the big ones that I am after. Always looking for other variations. 2009, 2009 are big ones. Um, any kind of double dice, error coins, of course. Never expect to do those too much. This roll, and why I wanted to get this one on video, this particular one, because this is a first for me. I get 10 rolls from my bank, and when they gave me this roll, I noticed all these black marks along the sides here. So I'm curious on these. I have two that don't have the marks, but the lines. So now the ultimate question here is, has this been searched already? Are these searched rolls? In which case I might not find much other than maybe some copper, whether somebody collects copper or not. Or is this somebody reusing wrappers? Doesn't look like they're reused wrappers. I have no idea. So we're just going really curious on this. So I'm going to start with these two. I did sort of peek at the ends a little bit just to see what kind of condition or quality these have. That's got a nice shiny new in that roll, and I'm going to be curious because that had a long tape. We'll see how many pennies we're actually short on that one. And that's got a relatively newer end on that. This one, again, marked roll. They seem either really long rolls. Oh, that one is still a modern, not a Wheatie, of course, but that's got a little more toning to it. It's the regular Lincoln Monticello end, right? Or Memorial end, sorry. And that looks like a 1981. So, yeah, we'll start with this one first. Those are in there tight, so they're not going to come out any cleanly. But again, we're just going to do this quick. I'll look for any variations or any of the ones that I need to fill out for my books. A little more in detail off camera. I will look for 2009s. Let's get this here. Oh, that's going to be an older. That is some copper in there. Which one's that? 1961D. So that's our first copper. And I will slide out and set aside the. Oh, is that it? That is first one. That is a 2009. And this is the last one in the series, if I recall correctly. The presidential. That is one of the more rare ones to find. That is very dirty. And no mint mark, so that's a 2009 Philly. Definitely put that one aside, and we'll see about getting that cleaned up a little bit more. Some of these I'm going to be looking at a little bit more closely. 81, anything 82 and earlier is going to be copper, so I'll just look at those. I also separate all my 82s. I have yet to get a
scale. I need to weigh those out, so I need to look for all the variants, the small date, large date, the copper, and the clad. So there's a lot of those that will I still have to sort through yet. I just sit there and collect them and haven't done anything with them yet. So nothing jumping out too much with me. At the end of the video, of course, I'll show you all the coppers and the ages. I do separate mine when I collect my copper. The reason I collect the coppers, I just want to make rolls of 1961, 1962. You know, see if I can get a complete 50 roll. Mark that for anybody who's hunting, or if I'm. Oh, that was so close. 1959. 58 or earlier is what we're looking for. But yeah, so I know some people like collecting all the same suits. I don't know all the varieties, so if I miss a couple, I miss a couple. So that's what that is. Alright, so we'll separate that one, get into the second roll here. Back. So that first roll, we did have a 2009. No wheats out of that. Go through this again, just quick to separate. A lot of shiny. Ooh, let's talk about your corrosion. That's a shield one. Kind of looks like these are going to be mostly modern. Some copper. No 2009s. And no Wheaties in those first two rolls. So take a closer look and we'll be able to find out if these were customer searched rolls or not. I'm going to say no because of the one 2009, but we'll just double check. They might be only looking for Wheaties. End of roll 3. Get to the end of roll 3 and we have our first Canadian. Tier there, and that is a 1984 Canadian, so modern Canadian. So here we are on roll number 5, and I just pulled this one up. Face up here, great condition, look at that. Nice shiny 2009, so this is our third 2009 this roll. Flipping that over, and that is the last of the series of 4. That's the Presidential. That's a 2009 Philly. That's probably going to be an upgrade. Let's zoom in on this one here. A little better focus for you. There is our 2009D. These rolls have been a lot of 2009. This is number 4 or number 5 now? I think number 5. So let's see which one we have. We've had the Presidential and I can't remember the second and third one, and look at that. There is the early years, good condition for Denver, little mark there, but that is the early years on that. Looking pretty good. Somebody had said there might be some doubling on that one, but I figure if I can't see it from playing at these angles, not gonna worry about it. So another 2009. Alright, definitely not an improvement to mine, but the second Canadian of these 10 rolls has found. That's definitely the younger of the Canadians. Flip that over, wrong way there. And we're looking at a 1977 Canadian cent. Add that to my collection, and definitely not an upgrade to my collection. I believe I already have that one. Here's roll number 9, and I'm going to just separate these out and look at these a little more in detail off camera. I'm just going to flip through these real quick. A lot of 70s and in these last couple rolls, 2020Ds. So we'll look for some of those varieties. Hey, it's known to happen. I always like it. It's always a win. But right there, now that's a new one. That is a dime. That is not a penny. So it tends to happen. Find a dime in a roll. That's a 1992 dime. So we'll put that across there for our findings. Again, just trying to look for some of the key dates as I come through here, and I'll be summarizing everything at the end. I'll also give a good summary. I'll pull out everything that I found. No Wheaties so far in these rolls. We're looking predominantly copper. Did find a couple 2009s. That's a nice looking 78. Nice deep strike. That's Denver. Not approval. So yeah, so like I said, I just want to try doing these quickly. Oh, look at that. That is a second dime. No wonder with how dark and corroded that is. No wonder they're getting mixed in the pennies. Let's see here. That's hard to see, but that looks like a 2002. So 2 dimes out of those rolls. And look at that. What the heck is that? This is going to be new to me. Look at that, 1 cent with those wreaths. That's in really good condition. Detail. Let's flip that over. Oh my gosh. This is a first for me, guys. Holy crap. That pulled up. 1904 Indian head. I'm going to have to definitely look at that. That pulled up with the backside there. Use my cameras here to better see that. Look at that condition. Flip that over. 1904. Ha! Wow. This is a first for me. In all the penny rolls that I've hunted, granted 10 rolls at a time, I have never pulled up an Indian head. Holy crap. Oh man. Talk about a find. Wow. That's going to keep me going for the day. Oh man. I'm in awe. I've heard it happen. I've heard of other people finding those, but that is a first for me. And following up on that one, talk about the roll number 9, just kicking it in. So look at that one. That is Canadian, young one. They flipped the other way. 1953. There we go. 1953 Canadian penny. Nice. I don't know if I have that one in the book. I'll definitely have to look at that. 2 dimes, an Indian head, and now a 1903. I'm looking at the 2023s quickly for the extra V on there. Oh man, hopefully roll 10's going to be just as good with this. Alright, let's get that zoom back out and focused. There we go. Now, here we go. Roll number 10. Final roll. I still can't believe I found an Indian head. Sorry, for those who have been doing this for a while, I'm sure it might be a little more commonplace for you, but I'm still just in awe on that. Alright. Roll number 10. Let's see where we're at with this one. Here I thought this was going to be a little less eventful. So definitely as we're sitting here, well, I'm talking, you guys are just listening here. If you guys have done penny roll hunting before and in the past and have had these experiences, how common is a Indian head find in there? I always expect and hope for the 1959 Denver. We'll take a look at this real quick here. But how common is it to find Indian head pennies? So that's a first for me. But if you guys have more experience, let me know some of your greatest finds in the comments below. Always excited to hear about them. 16. Alright, nearing the end here. What's that? That's right, a little dirty. And that looks like it for these 10 rolls. So, sorry for the quiet there. I got distracted trying to focus on these last ones. See if there's anything significant here. So again, I got to pull that back up just because I'm still in complete awe and unreal. 1904. And that's in very, very good condition. 1904 Indian head penny. Wow. All right. So I'm going to pull all these finds together. I'm going to go through these coins just to make sure no varieties, errors, or anything like that. And then I'll come back in for the summary. All right. So here we go for the summary for my 10 penny roll coin hunt challenge. When I got to the bank and I got these rolls, I noticed all the rolls had these black marks on the outside of the wrapper, and I was thinking, oh crap. I got 10 rolls that were already searched, which may be, because out of all these finds here, none of them are weedies. Didn't find a single weed in these 10 rolls. Not unheard of, but I was worried about what was going to happen. So a lot of copper on here. I got 2 from 1959, the first year of the new designs. Got about 20 from the 1960s, over 60 of the 1970s, and I'm going to go through because I'm going to see if any of these are upgrades for my books. The 1980 and 81s in here, so maybe not quite 20 of those. And then this pile here are all my 82s. So when I get a scale, I keep all the 1982s separate, and I'll be going through and weighing all of them. Separating copper from the copper clad, small date, large date. I'm going to have a different area. I got plenty of them. I got a lot of the 1982s. I just, again, don't have a good enough scale to measure each of those. So that's all the copper that came out of these 10 rolls. Of the fines, what we found out of here, these 6, there we go, better lighting. We had 4 pennies from the 2009, so yay for that. I don't see these often. I'm looking at this one in particular, one of the harder ones, their last year, or the last design to come out, 2009, and this is a Philly. That might be an upgrade in the book. I'll be looking at that later. We did have 3 Canadians, 1953, 77, and 84. So I'm going to be curious on that 53 in particular. I got to do a little more look in there and check my books because I do keep the Canadians out there. The other whimsical finds was these rolls did have 2 dimes, so obviously not as well searched as I might have thought. What did I have on there? I had a 92 and a 2002 dimes out of that roll, but probably the best and the most significant find was this. I already put it in a plastic case. I thought it determined at least that, but it's a 1904 Indian head cent. Look at that, great condition. Really happy to find that. Right down, you can see all the little markings, pointing on the camera, not on here, but you can see all the ridges on there. There's a little wear on this side, but I mean a lot of detail still in that. This is my first hunt, and granted I haven't been doing this long. It's just something fun for me to do, but this is the first time I've ever found an Indian cent in that. So definitely felt that needed a protective case of its own. I don't have books for that, but it's there you go. So comment below. I'm curious to see what are your best finds that you came across. As you'll see in the video, of just still flabbergasted, dumbstruck on finding an Indian head cent in the rolls. How many of them have you found in your hunting adventures? Comment, like below, subscribe if you wish, and have fun on your coin roll hunting adventures yourself.